Welcome to my next chemistry video, and today we will be talking about atoms, protons, electrons, isotopes, and etc. And I'll be explaining what's inside the nucleus of an atom, the symbols mean in the periodic table, etc. So let's get into the video. So let's start this video by asking a crucial question. What is an atom? Well, you define an atom as the smallest particle of an element. So, like, an atom makes up everything. They have different forms in, like, shapes, but we'll explain that in another video. For now, let's focus on the next thing, an element. An element is a substance made from atoms. Like, for example, the oxygen, the trees, gold, mercury. Stuff that you can kind of feel or see or interact with. Yeah. What is a molecule? A molecule consists of two or more atoms joined together. For example, H2 is a molecule and O2 is also a molecule. So anything with a 2 in it is a molecule. Now, let's look into what an atom is and how an atom looks like. First, we can see that there's a lot of P. They're like blue circles with a P in the middle, in the nucleus. That's a proton, and they have a positive charge. And they have a mass of 1, and that's all you need to know for now. Next is the neutrons. They're like the green circles in the middle of the nucleus. And they're neutrons. They don't have a charge. Neutral means nothing, basically. It doesn't have anything. And its relative mass is 1. As in the circles around the nucleus are the E's, which are the electrons. And an electron is a negative charge, but it's 2,000 times smaller than the proton or the neutron. And electrons orbit around the nucleus. Just to give you a view, you can imagine the Earth and boys and girls as protons and neutrons, and around it all the other planets as electrons. Next, we will look at isotopes. It sounds complicated, but it's not. Isotopes are just species. Isotopes, which means species, are atoms of an element with the same number of protons and different number of neutrons. That's it. Like, for example, here we can see lithium. It has a different number of neutrons, but in the bottom you can see that the protons are always 3. Now, the nucleus may be unstable if a proton-neutron ratio is not 1:1. So that means if the protons aren't equal to the neutrons, the whole nucleus may be unstable. So the atom won't live long. Next, we will look at isotopes. It sounds complicated, but it's not. Isotopes are just species. Isotopes, which means species, are atoms of an element with the same number of protons and different number of neutrons. That's it. Like, for example, here we can see lithium. It has a different number of neutrons, but in the bottom you can see that the protons are always 3. Now, the nucleus may be unstable if a proton-neutron ratio is not 1:1. So that means if the protons aren't equal to the neutrons, the whole nucleus may be unstable. So the atom won't live long. Now, you may be wondering the question, or you might not, but where are isotopes used? Now, radioactive isotopes are used in agriculture, which is farming, food industry, such as, the stuff you buy from the supermarket, pest control, which are like bug spraying, etc., archaeology, and medicine. Radiocarbon dating, which measures the age of carbon-bearing items, uses a radioactive isotope known as carbon-14. In medicine, gamma rays emitted by radioactive elements are used to detect tumors inside the human body. So, in a way, isotopes are very important to humans. You may have heard of this word before, but what are compounds? Compounds are substances made up of two or more elements, which are chemically combined in fixed proportions. Here, as an example, we can see two hydrogens, reacting with oxygen to form water, to form H2O, which is water. You may have heard of this word before, but what are compounds? Compounds are substances made up of two or more elements, which are chemically combined in fixed proportions. Here, as an example, we can see two hydrogens, reacting with oxygen to form water, to form H2O, which is water. What are reactants then? A reactant is a substance that is present at the start of a chemical reaction. So if I was burning water, the reactant would be water and maybe oxygen. The substance or substances to the right of the arrow are called products. A product is a substance that is present at the end of a chemical reaction. So if I heated the water, water vapor would still be present, and we could call that a product. What is a pure substance or a mixture? A pure substance consists of only one element or compound. A mixture consists of two or more different substances, not chemically joined together. That's very important, please remember that. What is simple distillation? Simple distillation involves heating the liquid mixture to the boiling point and immediately condensing the resulting vapors. Pure water can be obtained from salt solution through simple distillation. So it's a whole test you can do where you heat the liquid with the chemicals you don't want, and then you heat it and the condenser will cool it down so that you get the chemicals you do want, and it will release the vapors. Okay, then in another flask you will get your chemical that you need. So what is fractional distillation? Fractional distillation separates a mixture into a number of different parts, called fractions. For example, liquid ethanol can be separated from a mixture of ethanol and water by fractional distillation. The relative atomic mass of an element is defined as the weight in grams of the number of atoms of the element contained in 12.00 grams of carbon-12. Atomic mass is the sum of protons and neutrons of a single atom. So the atomic mass is basically the mass of the nucleus. And to work out mass, you have to add in all of the masses. Atomic weight, however, is weighted average of the atomic mass of all natural isotopes of an element. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to drop a comment below and share your thoughts and ideas on how this video went. And if you want me to cover any other topics or subjects, please tell me in the comments so I can cover them next video. And after this, if you have any concerns or any issues with my video, please send me a comment below. For now, this is Isan K, Think Talk, signing out.